Welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. And I know it's weird for me too. Nothing on the table. I don't know. We'll see what's to come in the future. But anyway, question of the day: what is a sport that you could watch all day long, but you could never participate in? Right. So I know it sounds like a weird question, right? So, for example, I could watch football all day long, but I would also participate in a football game, right? If for whatever reason the NFL called me up and said, "Yo, we need you to play," I would go play. I could watch basketball all day long. I'm not good at it, but I could go play basketball, right? I don't watch hockey and I would never participate in it anyway. I'm not a fan of hockey. I'm also not a fan of ice skating. I have a very irrational fear of ice skating. I always fear that the blade, someone is gonna cut me with their blade. That's always just a fear of mine. I can't explain it. That's why it's an irrational one. But a sport that I could watch all day long but would never participate in, UFC. I was watching some of the knockouts of 2024, because technically that was last year. These motherfuckers was getting knocked out. And not only were they getting knocked out, when they were on the ground clearly unconscious, they were just getting hammer fisted or pounded on. Someone was in an arm bar and he refused to tap. And the guy who was doing the arm bar was looking at the ref like, "Yo, like, I got this shit locked. Like, do something." The ref was just like, so he broke the guy's arm. And eventually the ref stopped it. I don't want to go through that. I enjoy watching it for the violence, but I would never ever participate in said violence. So let me know, guys, what is a sport that you could watch all day long, but never, no matter what, participate in? Like, I don't want to be put to sleep that way. The only way I want to be put to sleep is by laying my head on my pillow, putting my blanket over my body, and closing my eyes. I don't want to be knocked out. I don't want to be choked out. I don't want any of it. Yeah. Love watching the UFC. We'll continue to watch it. Don't ever, no, we'll never, no, thank you. Not for me. Not for me. Let me know your answers. And while you're writing, you know what we're doing. Pick your poison time. Still crazy to me that we're flying through these poison cards. And I think I know when I finish. And I was thinking about it. There's a lot of cards left, realistically. I mean, we've been doing this for 8 months now. This will be the ninth month. Coming up on a year pretty soon, honestly. And I almost dealt it out like it was Uno. So I feel like by the time we get to a year, we'll still probably be doing this, but I already kind of have like a backup idea. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Pick your poison. It throws a lot of random scenarios at you, and it really is great for just like catching me and keep me on my toes. Only be able to whisper like that. Have arms for legs. Have arms for legs. Never brush your teeth again. So because I have self-respect, I'm obviously going to eliminate never brush my teeth again. And to be honest with you guys, this one feels very, very easy. I was looking at this have arms for legs. I feel like I had this before, but I think before I had have legs for arms. So of course, naturally there had to be have arms for legs somewhere in here, right? And when it comes to having arms for legs, I don't want. I'll basically be like a primate. I feel like for sure, for sure. And ain't no way I'm gonna let anyone call me no motherfucking monkey. So only be able to whisper. I'll deal with it. And if you can't hear me, I'll just type. I don't talk that much anyway, and I know that sounds preposterous. Like I'm a talkative person in the right environment, but I don't speak much on a daily basis. It might make this hard. I mean, let's imagine. Let's imagine that all I could do was this. I would hope that my microphone could pick it up, and I hope that this counts as whispering. Maybe it's a decibels thing. I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like that was whispering enough. And when I roll this back, I'll see how it sounded. But I feel like, yeah, It has to be this one. It's one of those situations again where it can't be never brush my teeth again. It just can't. And it also can't be have arms for legs. That also just wouldn't be comfortable. So it just has to be only be able to whisper. Let me know what you guys would pick. Are you gonna have arms for legs? Are you gonna never brush your teeth again? You nasty motherfucker. Or are you just gonna only be able to whisper? Let me know. And while you're writing, let's go ahead and do the Wheel of Fun. Let's see what the wheel's talking about today. Healthy spin, real healthy. Something random. Something random. Since it's something random, I'm going to talk about, y'all know, one of my favorite topics, anime. We are officially in a brand new season of anime, which means so every season is when anime releases, right? So right now we are in winter 2025 season of anime releases. Today we got the Solo Leveling season 2 premiere. Solid premiere for season 2. I'm really looking forward to this anime in particular, solely because I know nothing about it. Like, I watched some videos about it way back when the first season came out last year. And I mean that almost literally. The first season came out in January of 2024. So I watched some videos last year about this show, but it's been a year, so I don't remember much about it. So I'm looking forward to it. And if today's episode was any indication of what to expect, we have some heat on our hands. But the real reason I wanted to bring up anime is because next week, the 11th. So I'm really hoping that when we meet up again, which is going to be the 12th, which is that Sunday after, that I can talk about it. We get Sakamoto Days. And when I tell you, that is an anime that I am very much looking forward to because I read that manga. It is phenomenal. And I wish that this was an exaggeration, but it's literally John Wick, but he's just fat. Like it's amazing. The dude can scrap. And the story doesn't seem basic. It really makes sense as to why this guy is doing what he's doing. Like when I say he's John Wick, I mean he's a retired assassin who eventually gets brought back into the fold due to one situation or another. Like, but he can scrap. When I tell you that the way that these fights, so I remember reading Jujutsu Kaisen when it was announced that the anime was coming out, and I remember being like, "Wow, these fights are drawn really well." And I was reading Sakamoto Days before the anime was announced because I kept hearing about it on Twitter, how good the manga was. I wanted to read it. And I'm really glad I did because the way these fights are drawn, it is, in my opinion, way better than what Gege was drawing for Jujutsu Kaisen. And Gege was drawing great fights for Jujutsu Kaisen. But and I don't remember the mangaka's name who does Sakamoto Days, but the person drawing for Sakamoto Days, the way they draw the fights, insane. So I am very much looking forward to that coming out next week. That has all of my attention. Besides that, I ain't got much else for y'all. The last thing we're gonna go over today is, of course, the pizza review, and obviously the full review is now posted to the page. I almost said now on YouTube. I'm not used to posting on YouTube first anymore. This is different. So sorry for the late review for the pizza. The spot I went to has very select hours. They are only open from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. So I had to wait until 4 p.m. and I couldn't do this until I did the pizza review because I gotta give you the pizza review part in the show. So yeah, but the full pizza review is up right now. As far as the condensed MLBC version, the pizza was delicious. I don't know what else to tell you. The pizza was fucking delicious. I had a cheese pizza, and these pizzas were unlike anything I ever had in that the sauce was like dolloped on top of the pizza. Yo, that shit was crazy. The cheese pizza was phenomenal, super flavorful, and having the sauce on top was really good because it added a certain level of wetness you don't get with pizza, and I don't know how else to describe it. Pepperoni pizza. It was a hot pepper pizza, actually. Let me rephrase that. And what I mean is that it was hot cherry peppers and some pepperoni, and again the sauce was dolloped on top. Incredible. Then I had this most bizarre pizza, right? The most bizarre pizza, right? It was called Sunday at Nona's. It was braised beef, gravy, broccoli, and chives. I had to get it. And honestly, I got it just so I could say this was a stupid idea. Full disclosure, you got me. I got it so I could say this was a stupid idea. Played myself. Played myself. That was a good pizza. The cheese pizza was really good, but that pepperoni pizza was definitely the hot pepper pizza was definitely the star of the show. Yeah, yeah. But go check out the review, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Go check out the review. But anyway, guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope this coming week is great to you. Until we meet again, this is King Echo signing off.